Hi, I'm RealGenericDemon, and this is Tower Dominion. Okay, Tower Dominion. This game has really struck me. I played Mineral Defense the other day. You can find it on my channel if you want to find that. But I played that the other day, and this one has really struck me. Actually, you know why? It's got that sort of Advanced Wars, Nintendo-style sort of cartoon aesthetic, which is really quite nice. But it's a tower defense game, and I love tower defense games, especially this new sort of, well, certainly new to me anyway, procedural ones, where you basically, you map by using sort of bricks, sort of map parts, the route that they come. There's not a lot to see on the settings section, so what we'll do is we'll just play a game. I actually play the game, and I've been playing this for about 5.5 hours as of recording this. This allows you to choose between different people. They all have little, the Iron Dragoons. They basically have sort of an overwhelming force of charging grenadiers and a headquarter that's built for combat, but they have different peoples, which I quite like. So you get to choose between sort of, you know, Imperial sort of supervision, so he gets better Mirador or Mirador? I can't pronounce that. We're going to get loads of these anyway. But you get some of those. You get this guy here, which he basically mans a turret on top of it and shoots at the enemy. You've also got these guys as well, which are the lions of whatever it is, Falaski, or whatever it is. Whatever. But these guys, I've got quite a few here. I don't know why I've got so many for this side. I've got 3 over here, and I've got 3 over here, and I've got 4 for this one. But these guys have got sort of, you know, glorious warriors trained for blitzing, slightly different base, and then he's got these jungle guys, which are kind of cool, with experimental weapons and field stuff. Now, to be fair, I'm going to go with, because I've done finished one there, and you can see I've got the little. This is the difficulties here. I'm going to go with yeah, let's try 32 wave. Just for the hell of it, we'll give it a try. We'll go with the very first lady here. She's a field commander, and she also spawns too when she runs through, so you get an extra grenadier for the wave. I'm gonna go with the 32 wave one. It goes up to, I don't know what 30 after that is, but there's basically war, which is kind of, I think, consistently playing. So we'll give it a go with this one here. She's a field commander and grenadiers. They've got a good base, which basically can be armed with turrets. So you'll see in a second anyway. But the styling is really good. It's very, very well placed. Moving around with your mouse, left and right, rotating on the keyboard. Those are the usual stock things. And as I said to you before, there's 3 entrances here. But what we can do is we can control them by doing these bricks, which we can do. We can also re-roll them as well, which is quite good. I am going to attempt to push it. Which one? They're all as bad as each other here. I think this one's the one to block because that's only a shorter path. So we'll do this one here like that. Okay, now we've got a few buildings here. We've got a sturdy bunker. These are pretty impressive, actually, to be honest with you. They've got a fair amount of firepower. We've got officers' headquarters. Basically, these give you unique commissioned officers, which improves the what's in each sort of building. And then one of these Mirador. It's basically it's a watchtower, basically. So I want one of these because they're pretty good. And I want to put it. I want to put it here so that it's covering a few places at the same time. So it's like in between the base here. I don't know if that's what I want. No, I can't put it there because that's unfortunately not a location. Maybe here. That's a good one because it's a good high one. The high ground actually does help. So is that another one that's a good one that's high ground? Yeah, let's do that one. Okay. I want one of these sturdy ones. I'm going to put that here. Okay, down to 500 now of our supplies to upgrade buildings. We've got this one, which is another resource, and this one here, which is tech resource. Use it very wisely. It's a very rare resource. These ones you can probably generate from. These generate per turn. These do as well if you've got certain things. I am also going to see if I can upgrade this. I'm going to put corner turrets on it, like here. So we've got operations room, which increases the infantry, but I really want corner turrets. So we've got corner turrets now. So they've now got, when we zoom in, we can see we've got turrets here to cover this base, which is kind of cool. Okay, I'm not going to do anything else, and I'm going to put send the wave now. So not much we can do really during the wave. There's a few of them got in there. Our troops went off that way. A few got in from this route. Not much I could do about that. More supplies. That's not going to help me here. I think I'm going to have to go with this one. Platform. So I quite like the sort of randomized element here of what you get to choose per turn. So we got this one here, which is a launcher, which does explosive things, good against packs. And then we got this one here, which is a hideout, which uses recon to create it. So we'll go with this one. I've got enough for another one of these, so I'm going to plonk that one in here. It's got good range on that. Have we got enough to upgrade any of these? So you can click on them, you can upgrade them to 3 levels. We want this one later, detection, so that they can see invisible creatures, because they're all aliens, of course, because we're on an alien planet. So let's send this wave. Not much I can do about this. Just have to go with the flow here. Hopefully we've got enough. Not much else got in there. I think a little bit did there. Let's have a look at this. Gain 2 platforms. Gain an advanced one of those. That's probably the one to go for, actually, funnily enough. Plus a mortar position. I like the way that weapons fire in specific ways. Right, okay, so here's our new rotation here. So what we want to do is I really want to move this away from here. So we can do that, I think, is probably the best move. Moves them away from there. We get one of these advanced ones, which is really cool. Very useful. I'm going to put the advanced one there. They get better guns, basically, the advanced ones do. More range and more damage by default. We haven't got enough for this either, but we're going to deploy that, so that was worth doing. The next thing we'll do is one of these light mortars, but the light mortar has a sort of range, so we'll probably put it there, and it will fire into that area. It doesn't fire straight, which is quite nice. I quite like that. I quite like the fact that weapons have different ranges and abilities. So let's push the button for the wave. And let's watch the action for a little bit. There's some flying ones just coming in there. Yeah. And then she's come running out there. There's our commander there, going for it. Okay. More damage for them. I think that's probably our best bet at this moment in time. Better fire rates for both of those. And more damage, more doctorates. They go up here. As you build. And there's your field officer. It's really nice. The interface is really pretty. It's really nice to play. Let's get this one. I think we need to do this. But if you can see, there's, as I said before, there's like a directional fire from it. So in the case of here, we could plonk that there. And I literally only miss with one. So that probably makes most sense, that one there. Or alternatively, am I here? Yeah, again, I only missed with one. I'm going to go with here because it seems to be a very weak spot, this. Can I build this up? Yes, I can. I can increase the range. And I can increase the damage gain. Each wave gain 5% damage. So we're learning machine. So I think we're going to go with that one. The learning machine. Then we get into shrapnel, which detects invisible creatures. So we probably need that sooner or later. But as you can see, it's now firing into this bulk of them. We're getting hit, and they've gone in. Quite a lot went in there. It's not brilliant. Let's do this one. And I've got another one to put in here. We'll zoom out. I could do that, or I could put it here and make that a longer run for them to come in, with them getting shot by everything around it. It's a tough one, this one. My gut feeling's to do that, because that extends that run through there. Oh, look, something interesting. This should give it gives +1 range to any building and automatic detection. So that's actually quite useful. Commander space. No, I'm not going to do that. Let's give these... that one detection. Actually, wrong one. This one, detection. It's the better one to give the detection to, because it's the higher advanced prototype weapons, basically. So let's send the wave. So there's more gunners in these, as you can see. Well, we're just holding this off now. I don't think we've taken any damage this time round, which is good. Excellent. Okay. Let's look at these. There's one that's more powerful than the other. Weak against strong foe, good against packs. This one is good against strong foe. Right. I think we go with this one. We haven't got enough money for any of these things, but I think we do need to upgrade. I think this one needs to be upgraded with a faster fire rate. It does. I think we're gonna. We're kind of. This is a. But with the two entrances, it's quite weak. We're doing all right though. Okay, there's a couple of things I want to upgrade. I want to upgrade these two with detection, but we need to see what we've got. On reroll building, gain a small amount of damage. Cost of light mortar's gone down. One of these Puma. Anyway, either whatever it is, it's a Gatling gun basically on a connection. Right. Okay. We are now into our another zone here. I'm gonna put that one there. Oh, what's this? Repairs the HQ each time by 15%. I do need to put something there. I can't afford any of these. So what I'll do is... He needs shrapnel. I think we need detection on here first. You get detection. Can you get shrapnel? Yeah, shrapnel's to go. So he can now detect it. So that little flashing thing detects invisible foes. Right, send the waves. You can actually click on the waves here and see what's coming on after wave 10 and then wave 32. Yeah, we're doing better here. We're taking them down a little bit better now. What we need is each building adjacent to at least one of the building gains 5% fire rate. I think we're going to go with that. I want recon, but at the same time, I know what is better, right? So there's new threats here. So these threats include air units that take less damage from regular weapons and divides into small ones when it gets hit. So we've been lucky so far, but we're now on to more advanced creatures. I need this because if I remember rightly, it does. Yeah, it repairs the HQ. We need this. So we're going to use this there, right beside it, and then it'll be a sturdy bunker that attacks. You notice the direction of a sort of cone of view that it does. So it's like this is what it hits, which is kind of good because you kind of. I mean, obviously there's a whole load that aren't getting hit there, but there is a cone of view here that we can use. So this will now repair. I can't improve the fire rate on that. Nothing else I can do for the moment. It's a shame I can't give this one detection, which is what I really want to do, and an additional gun, but it is what it is. Oh no, there's a few hit there, I think. Thankfully I've got this 15% increase again here, which is good. Alright, we need some supplies. We'll go with this one, the corner one. So we've got this Imperial Barracks now. Okay, now we've got to place another one of these. Let's make... Yeah, we don't seem to be getting hammered from this way very much at all. Let's do that. What's this? All buildings can gain 10% damage against... the flying things. That is cool. Each corner of this barracks accommodates grenadiers. So basically, this is quite a cool one. They all shoot from the corners, so it's like a corner-based weapon. So that's a good corner, for instance, right there. But obviously, I can't do it without a platform that's put in there. But for instance, if I could get near that one, that would be handy. Anyway, let's see what we've got. This shelling one. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, you notice also there's a ring in the center where it doesn't hit anyway. So choosing where I'm choosing here, it's actually okay because it's got range. So let's just rotate it around. It doesn't matter. It's a 360 device. Now, I can't do the easy reloads just now, but that is now activated that, which activates the detection and range. I want to do this one next, if I can, because that activates better sort of attack. That's had an upgrade. That hasn't had an upgrade. Right, okay, let's send the wave. Oh, they're really coming in there. Yeah, there's a recovery going on, though. That's better. That's good. That's good recovery. Yeah, and that's got a good range on it, so it's really pounding the characters there. Upgrade costs are reduced by 20% this wave. I'll take it. Here they come. This is the big ones. This is the nasty one on round 10. Careful, they fly fast. Okay. So what we need to do is upgrade costs are cheaper by 20%. Take that one. Needed to do that. And that's basically it. Is there anything else I can do? Gain 20%. Yeah. Let's do that one. So they've gained more damage, and I can't do anything else with that. This is really bad. I think we're going to get really badly pummeled here. Thankfully, these have gained 20%. Oh, it actually did alright. We absolutely stuffed them. Lured myself into a full sense of security. We've got these heavy ones there. We've got platforms. They're quite useful. I'm tempted to go with the sturdy one. I'm going to go with the sturdy one. Right, okay, what's the choice here? Put that way. I am going to do this with this. Because I'm going to try and make this go in a little loop if I can. And close it off. So nothing comes that direction, which would be great. You can do that. You can actually cause them to be bottlenecked in specific directions. I found that quite useful in the game. That one gives us more damage. Can't do that. Not enough for the moment. But that's got more damage because it's right sat beside that. So it's got extra damage for that. It's got extra adjacent to that building crossfire. Yeah, so we got quite a few bonuses from that one. Let's send the wave. Let's see if we can make enough to upgrade it while in play, because you can do that in play. Yes, I've upgraded it in play. Excellent. Right, what we need now is I think some supplies, and I'll take the scout hut, or the scout hideout. I don't think this has one on this side. I'm very tempted to do this with it, because that's got an adjacent building there. Just pop that in there for extra firepower. This doesn't have very much as well in the way of firepower. That would be more useful. I'll do that. We'll do that. Could do with reinforcing this and building it up a little bit, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm glad I did that, because all the little fast ones are coming that way. Yeah, all the fast ones came that way. It was kind of fortuitous that I did that. I'm going to go with this so I can build my scout hut up a bit, so I can actually get closer to the hideout. I can't afford one yet, but they are 55, so we need those. Okay, what have we got here? So, yep. Now look what I'm doing here is I'm reducing that down to one entrance again. So I'm going to do that there. It's building this section a bit longer. Need to do something more. This is a very dangerous section now, but I think we're kind of on the way. Let's see what else we can do here. Shrapnel detection. Let's see what else we can do here. Let's do this one. Increase its fire range. This one we need to do that as with, but we probably can't right now. That's good. Oh, some have got in. Some have got in. Ouch! 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 This route here is bad now. I need to look after that. Need to look after that. We need to deal with that now. Extra supplies. Yes, that's the one. Okay, let's deal with this corner here. Okay, we're trying to... I'm trying to adjust this so I can get it to cover... It's not covering enough there. I mean, that covers tons, but it's not tons the wrong direction. Let's have a look down here. Let's have a little look in more detail. I am really trying hard to get this something in here to deal with this. Let's see what we've got as well. We've got another one of the wolf ones, which does rotate, but it isn't fast firing as such. This is fast firing. It's good anti-air, but it can shoot at normal things as well. This is the one I really want to get in here. That really does, going there, really... I mean, it's not a bad position because it's like on the corner of the building. It does it does two sides here and a little bit in the valley beside it. I'm gonna go with that. Can I upgrade you? Yes, I can. Faster reload. We'll leave you like that. Okay, let's send the wave. Hopefully, yeah, this is gonna work better, I think. This is quite a weak entrance here, actually. I'm surprised that they haven't really adopted going in there yet. Yeah, that worked quite well. Thankfully, I've got this, repairing things. I'm going to go with this because it gets me the recon one, reason for the recon one is that they have very tall. I need to extend this a little bit. Let's make this further away, like that. What's this? Long range scanner produces recon. I need to do that. So, combination here of two things that I need to do. I need to add in. I'm going to add in this tower here, which unfortunately I can't get higher. This will make 5 recon appear every turn. So I'll now get 5 recon production from the long range scanner. I'm also going to upgrade that so I can see invisible things. It's a good. I quite like the way that the resources are around the level because it means that you can't just deploy them. You have to actually they appear with the tiles, so you have to make different kinds of choices on this game as a result. Which I quite like that. I quite like the fact that there's a different choice that has to be made based on which tiles you do. Now, I am going to choose to put this here, this recon tower, because it's got huge range. You see the range on it already. If I put it there, though, it overlaps to the other part of the base, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do this, which means its range goes even further. So we got this one, which is increased weapons, but this one actually just increases the range. And then we might try and get to this, which is C4 mines, which are really good, or local supply. So there is some bonuses to be had from this. Oh, all the buildings gain extra thing against our support. Oh, right, okay. So this guy now is going to shoot all over here. He's like a little hidden sort of sniper as such. Need to work on this. Need those long barrels. Look at those. Wow. This is why this one's so expensive, because it's got those long barrels. Okay, let's go. Should be a lot better this time round. These things are going to suffer a bit more. If we look at this, we're going to see what's going on. Look at this. Properly thumping everybody. Yes. Snipers firing over this one as well. All surrounding my base, keeping it nice and protected. Max, again, health-wise. Let us go with all buildings get plus 5% per battlefront. And a unique path leading to one or more of the entrances. Yes, well, that's kind of them all. And there's some platforms here. I am tempted to go with this, though. Yeah, let's go with this because it gives me more. Facilities or weapons straight away. So I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna put that there. I think that's another good location. Yep, perfect. I'm not gonna upgrade that yet. I am gonna take this though, and I'm gonna dump this here, which is better. That loses one, that loses one. I think that's the better position. Can we do? Yes, we can do. I can't do the gain on there per gain level. We'll wait on that one. We'll do that one when we can. Okay, let's send the wave. I am a little worried about this entrance though, still. We'll see how this one pans out. And then we'll get shrapnel. That's a good choice. So that now can see them coming in. Right, okay. Oh, wow. That's a howitzer. The thing about these is they're very heavy and limited, but they've got a limited direction that they can fire in. It's a bit like these, the sanction cannon. They can fire in a particular direction, but they're very limited. I mean, that's actually quite cheap, the howitzer. Gain 100 heads points for each building you build. Well, to be fair, that's probably worth it just for the doctorate. The doctorate. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at this. What we got? One that's got two directions here. I don't like that. It's a difficult one, this. I don't want to extend this side too much because I seem to have got it under control, but at the same time I don't want to extend those sides too much. This one would be better because it's closer to other things that can shoot at it. Let's give that a go. What we got here? Process site. Adjacent buildings, +2 range, +2 damage. Right, okay. Let's do that. That is more range and more damage for this weapon as it stands. If I go here, it's massive, but unfortunately it's not getting hit. It's not getting the bonus, but I'll tell you what, I think we'll go with that massive damage here. That is kind of cool. Look at that. It's going to hit all of that level. What would the howitzer do? I can't tell yet. We'll have to see in a bit. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. Look at this. They're all coming in very quickly now. We're surviving, but it's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Do feel a little bit like we're stuck there with that one. Yeah, good set of troops coming out of there. Supplies. Oh, +20% supply production. Definitely need that. And Imperial Barracks, yeah, let's do that. New threat spotted. Yeah, these guys are bad. So these are quite, you know, immune to slow. These ones are high and they low damage from traditional weapons. They are, honestly, this is where they start to get a little bit harder to beat. Let's have a little look and see whether or not I can put something in here. That would work for me, that. Because that also activates this thing. Gives it extra range. This is our first air defense speciality. It's getting some bonuses from a few things. So it's getting a few bonuses. I think that's the best we can do for this moment in time. We're going to get +5 on this later, so that means we can have another one of these. Right, okay, send the wave. Yeah, see how it shoots at these though as well, the lower stuff as well. It doesn't just shoot at the yeah. Oh, do a bit of damage there. Yeah, they got through there at this other end. More grenadier production. These cost less. Yes, I think we'll go with that one. Yeah. Right, okay, here we go. What we got here? Oh, this is just land. Land production. Then we could put it here and use it as a... I might put it there, because then it gives us a staging ground. What's this giving me? Detection, +1 range. Yeah, okay. So that one's actually got nothing on it, but it has got detection. So we can put that there and put more range on it. So that makes sense. Let's do that one. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense at all. It's not helping. We need to be helping. That would make more sense, that location there. No, not enough for laser sights, but at least it's come down in cost to actually produce. What else have we got here? More of these. So he's facing that way. I think we need one facing this way, if we can. Or this way. I'm a little bit worried that I'm going to leave myself a bit vulnerable here when these start coming in. I really want to put it there, but it's pointless. It only does like a row on the ground. You see how it only gives like a row on the ground? It's a pointless location. Let's have a look and see what else we got here. We got a big turret, which does have a little bit of a... It does actually have a bit of a directional thing, I think, this one. Oh, no, it doesn't. Not this particular model. It doesn't have a directional at all. I lie. If it was in here, on the base, it would do some serious damage, pointing outwards. However, if it's up one of these, it does even more damage. Let's do that. Let's point it that way. I think that's the way to go. We'll do one of those. Right, okay, send the wave. Worrying bit now. See whether we can survive. Plenty of troops, though. Yeah, plenty of troops going out. Oh, no, 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 no. That was a lot of damage that you're taking there. Thank goodness for that. We need to bolster this exit. Mortar costs go down. Yes, but no. Want that one with some more supplies. Oh, here they come. I don't like these things. Right, so that's the howitzer. What's the howitzer do? Wow. Look at the range. Look at this thing. It's firing over there like that. See what I mean? It's utterly ridiculous. What am I going to do with that? You know, I could put it here, and it'll fire across there like that and do damage anything in that range. That's madness. It's a shame I didn't realise it was going to be there, because I could have put it on there and that would have been amazing. It makes sense to oh god. I've not tried it though, so let's try it. Come on, we'll try it. We'll put it there. No, I can't put it there. Can I put it there? No, I can't put it there anyway. That's utterly useless to me. Unless I put it there. Wow. And that kind of blasts across there. Within that range, I'm literally dropping stuff. It's not a lot that it hits though. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Target acquisition. Shrapnel rounds. Okay. Let's do the officers' camp. Let's do the officers as well while we're at it. Boom. Let's send the wave. I want to see this thing fire. Look at this! Boom! I'm dead though, because they blew my building up. They all flew into it and destroyed me. And then you get a whole load of unlocks, which is really cool. And well, say a whole load of unlocks. I've unlocked quite a lot of stuff already, but a whole lot of unlocks. But in a nutshell, that's it. You basically play over and over again. The codex opens up with lots and lots of vehicles and things and weapons. Frontier modes. I've not even got to these yet. Doctorates. Small percentage of this, and this is me after playing 4 hours worth. I've barely got any of the achievements unlocked within the game. It's a really good game. I would highly recommend it. Anyway, I've been your host, RealGenericDemon. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye now.